Between the late 19th and mid-20th centuries, a unique breed of American power builders emerged. These industrialists believed technology, production, and capital could elevate society. This program is brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team. We will examine three visions of American renewal: the new industrialists, who focused on technology; the Agrarian Dreamers, who sought renewal through land ownership; and the social rebuilders, who championed integration and civil protections. Our first chapter focuses on the late 19th century, examining the iron benefactors. The iron benefactors operated under the belief that wealth should build the future. These Gilded Age magnates embraced a doctrine of stewardship, using their fortunes to fund institutions that would transform American culture. These industrialists funded monuments to progress, thousands of public libraries, major research universities, and scientific labs, democratizing knowledge and training new professionals. They also built entire company towns like Pullman and Hershey. These planned communities offered superior amenities but represented a grand social experiment. Could enlightened capitalists create model societies for their workers? This benevolence had a dark side. Company towns imposed authoritarian control over workers' lives and created economic captivity through company stores and scrip. Labor organizing was strictly prohibited, restricting fundamental freedoms. The central tension was power without democracy. Industrialists made life-shaping decisions for millions without democratic accountability, raising profound questions about concentrated authority and American ideals. This leads to the central debate: can progress come from benevolent autocracy? Supporters point to rapid social advancement and lasting institutions. Critics cite concentrated power and paternalistic control. Chapter 2 shifts to the mid-20th century to discuss the automation barons. The automation barons believed machines could end poverty by eliminating labor. They envisioned a utopian leisure economy where automation freed humanity from drudgery to pursue education and fulfillment. They invested in the first fully automated factories, replacing human workers with robotic assembly lines and computer controls. Their goal was to produce abundance efficiently and demonstrate the feasibility of their vision. The utopian vision included dramatically shrinking work weeks and massive investments in arts and culture. Serious proposals, like universal basic income, were debated to support this coming leisure economy. Reality brought a human cost. Mass job loss created economic crises. 2.5 million jobs were displaced in the first decade. The promised leisure economy failed to materialize, devastating entire manufacturing regions. Workers responded with unrest and resistance, including strikes and political mobilization. Some activists resorted to direct action against automated equipment. The harmonious dream devolved into class conflict. The fundamental tension here is between technological progress and human welfare. The barons failed to consider the pace of adaptation and the need for social support during rapid economic disruption. Chapter 3 explores the early 20th century and the Agrarian Dreamers. Rejecting industrial capitalism, the Agrarian Dreamers sought renewal through a return to the soil. They believed true citizenship required the independence and moral simplicity of agricultural life. The Edenite homesteaders, their most prominent faction, established thousands of cooperative farming communities. These groups emphasized shared ownership, community living, and ecological stewardship. Despite their traditionalist aims, the homesteaders pioneered sustainable agriculture. They developed soil restoration techniques like crop rotation and composting, accelerating agricultural innovation through cooperative knowledge sharing. The movement ultimately foundered on the property problem. Debates arose between collectivists and individualists over land ownership, fracturing the communities due to differing core values. This property debate revealed a deeper tension: individual liberty versus communal survival. The need for collective discipline clashed with members' desire for personal freedom, causing many communities to collapse. The Agrarian Dreamers left lasting legacies, influencing the organic agriculture and communitarian movements. They kept alive an alternative vision, valuing rootedness and harmony with nature over endless economic growth. Our final chapter focuses on the social rebuilders of post-Civil War America. The Reconstructionists launched the most ambitious attempt to reshape society from moral first principles. They sought a new America based on genuine racial equality, economic justice, and democratic participation. Their revolutionary reforms included establishing integrated schools, creating political councils with black and white members, pushing for land redistribution and advocating for strong federal civil protections. The scale of transformation was staggering. For a moment, a genuinely multiracial democracy seemed possible. Black men voted, literacy rates soared, and progressive state constitutions were drafted. From the outset, Reconstruction faced violent opposition from white supremacist groups like the Ku Klux Klan. Economic elites used control over land to maintain labor exploitation, and Northern political will began to fade. The Compromise of 1877 ended Reconstruction, resulting in the withdrawal of federal troops and the abandonment of civil rights protections. Redeemer governments systematically eliminated black political power and instituted Jim Crow laws. Reconstruction represents a great tragedy. Its reversal demonstrates the fragility of radical social change and the devastating consequences when a nation chooses to abandon its principles in the face of reactionary forces. In synthesis, we examine the common threads and lasting questions from these three movements. Despite different goals, all movements sought fundamental social change, attracting passionate believers and achieving concrete successes. Yet all faced structural constraints and tensions between their ideals and implementation. We draw four lessons: the need for democratic accountability, the importance of transition management, the necessity of internal coherence, and the absolute requirement for sustained political commitment. These histories leave us with enduring questions. Can concentrated power serve democratic ends? How do we balance technology and justice? How do we sustain progress against inevitable opposition? These questions shape our current debates today. Though they failed to fully realize their visions, these movements expanded what was possible and inspired future reformers. Their struggles remind us that social change is contested and requires sustained commitment across generations. The work continues.